Rise and shine. My name's Amara. Thank you for answering this FaceTime. Let's get ready together. So, it is currently Saturday. It's like 4:30. And I decided I'm gonna go out. Nothing crazy. Well, I always say that. But I genuinely don't think it's gonna be anything too crazy. Just gonna go get a cute little drink because why not? I'm also gonna show you guys my new makeup routine. Last time I did it, I bought new makeup. So that was kind of the incentive for wanting to film. This time, I think I've mastered my makeup look. And I really like the products I'm using. We're getting ready. We're going out. So, I'm going to show you guys my makeup routine. I will say, though, just a little warning. She's kind of at the peak of her luteal phase. So, it might not... Nothing turns out how you want it to the week before your period, if I'm being honest. Like, everything sucks. So, but I'm gonna do my best to do my makeup and hopefully it looks like how it looks every other day, but who knows. Anyway, the goal for today is definitely a full beat, but for some reason every time I do my makeup it looks exactly the same. Doesn't matter how much I put on my face. So as awkward as that is, we'll just see what happens. I don't really use primer that often, but for the sake of I want to, you know, really get as close to the full beat as possible, we're gonna put, okay, we're gonna do a little bit of primer. This is the e.l.f. Is it Power or Pour? Yeah, Power Grip. Sorry, I'm looking through you because there's a mirror behind you. The day that I'm filming this, I went to this Pilates thing in the park, and it was just like this free little event, and I didn't go because I've taken Pilates classes before. If you've watched some of my videos, I do talk about going to Pilates in the morning, and so like I'm familiar with the craft, if you will. But I kind of just went, one, because I feel like we don't have that many opportunities for things like that where I'm at, and also just to get out, to do something, connect with people. I actually ended up making a friend. She's still with us. She's super cool, so I loved that. But I went just for the girlhood of it all. Sorry. I'm going in with my foundation. This foundation I'm really into these days. This is the Maybelline Superstay. This is in the shade 350. This is what I'm using. This is what I'm loving. I get a lot of compliments on my base, and I think it has a lot to do with this foundation. I went by myself, which is not a shocker to a lot of people, considering I do everything by myself. Like, I went to the Drake concert by myself. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the park. I think I can make it to the park by myself. I went there and I just had a great time. It was just super cute, and it was really nice because it was something that felt like yes, I was just a couple minutes from my house, but it just felt like I was on a trip, or I was part of a brand something, or like, you know, just like this really fun event. So I thoroughly enjoyed it, and would definitely go back and do that again. But I did that today, and it also made me realize, like, I am kind of in the thick of my I hate all men era, or like I'm so opposed to dating right now. Like I don't want to keep it. Like, anyway, I'm in the thick of like I don't want to date. I really don't. And I feel like how I got, and I'm not like, oh, I meant to be single forever kind of girl, or like whatever. Like, I do think, you know, I might do pretty well in a relationship, okay? Like, it's more so of like, after really like pouring your heart out or being vulnerable with people, I'm not gonna say so many, but after being vulnerable with people, you start to get to a point where it's like, okay, this feels like a humiliation ritual at this point. Like, it feels like I'm the butt end of a joke of something that I'm unaware of. It feels like an investment that's not going to be returning itself. It feels kind of like overall a waste of time. Next, I'm gonna go in with concealer. I go through a couple different concealers depending on the day. To be honest, I think I might use all of them. I really like this one. I actually got this at Dollar Tree. It's the City Color Be Bold concealer. It gives me a nice bright yellow, so I use this on the innermost corner like that, and I do kind of like a little ombre effect with the rest of them. And then I really like this one. This is the Ulta Beauty Complexion Crush concealer with this little white lid, and then I put that right there in the middle. This one's really creamy and velvety and cute. And then I use the Maybelline Fit Me. Another bright one. I like really bright under eyes. Cute. Okay, and then I let that sit while I do my brows. I got to the whole like kind of icked out by men because after I decide, like when I decided for the last few months where I was like, no, like I'm gonna take dating seriously, right? Like I'm actually, I could be a very avoidant. So I was like, I'm actually going to like dive in, you know, really like dive in and really present myself, not present myself, but like really put myself in situations that are more dating situations than just like, yeah, met him on the weekend, like, you know. And even then it's still like, oh, this man expresses that he's also interested in me and then turns around and is like, I have zero desire to date you. Okay. And it's like, it's a lose-lose situation, right? Because now you can either put yourself out there, trying to date, and then no matter what, they make you look like a fool. It kind of feels like it doesn't really matter, like, whether your intentions are to be with the man or not. Like, he's gonna make your life miserable. Like, it truly doesn't matter. Like, and I know the people who are in loving, happy, committed relationships, you're gonna go, but not everybody. Great. I love that for you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me. So, but like, it's just like, there's no way that like, these are my options, okay? And it's like, they go from worse to worser. It's like, wow, you have to pick which kind of torment you're willing to put up with. And I'm kind of over that. Like, I feel like I've been through enough turmoil with these people that like, I have no desire to put up with that anymore, if I'm being honest. So that has now left me with an empty phone. Okay, nobody to call, nobody's checking on me, nobody's texting me, and it's like, it's not like, oh, I just have to have people text me all day, every day. That's actually so not it. Anyway, I just think it's super important just to point out the fact that like, you know, like there's nobody. There's nobody. And I'm not lonely by any means. It's not like oh gosh, woe is me. But it's just like, dang, like, even when you give it a good go, okay, they'll still break your heart, hurt your feelings. So it's like, wow, okay. So that's what's happening with that. So let's clean up these eyebrows. I'm gonna go back in with my foundation. But let's talk about good things. Let's talk about fun things. I recently started my calorie deficit, which I'm gonna be honest, was not a good idea to start the week before my period. I'm not doing a very good job at it. I think I should have waited until after and then started it when I was like, you know, full of life and ovulating. But no, I'm not. So I'm just kind of taking it day by day, and then like let the period part happen, and then we'll get back to it. But I'm still actively doing it. I'm still focusing on fitness and things. It's something that I thoroughly enjoy. But yeah, so, and my fitness goal is really, I just want to tone up a little bit for Halloween because I have a really cute costume that I am really excited to showcase, but it's going to require me, I have to look fit for my Halloween. Like abs are part of the costume, okay? Abs are part of the costume. But I did it on purpose because it's like, okay, I'm going to the gym and I'm eating cottage cheese for what? It's been quite the journey of learning about myself and like things enjoying, things I'm not. The bronzer that I'm using, because I'm definitely not telling you what kind of makeup tutorial. I'm using the NYX Buttermelt. I really, really, really like this bronzer. And then I'm going to go on top of it with the Buttermelt blush, because I also really like this blush. These always turn into dating things, which I think is crazy. But I just feel like it's not that that's something that's really important to me, but it's more so something that like my thoughts and my actions behind dating are kind of continuously changing. And I'm learning more about myself through the process. I'm learning more about men through the process. And the more I learn about men, the less I'm interested, if I'm being honest. It just in everybody. But like, this is the NYX, or no, Wet n Wild Breakup Proof eyeliner. It's not my favorite, but for some reason I just keep grabbing it because I know that it works. But I do find that it's not the most breakup proof, if you know what I mean. But I still really like it. Next, we're gonna spray. I use 2 or 3 different sprays depending on the occasion. So I like to use some sort of like super liquidy spray, like a water-esque vibe, because I feel like that helps really melt everything together. So I have this Absolute New York Prolonged Setting Spray. I got this at the beauty supply store. Or the Revolution Superfix Super Hold. I also really like this one. I'm going to use this one today. And then I go on top of it with the L'Oreal Infallible to like, as the actual setting. Like I feel like this just helps kind of melt, keep it in, you know. Oh my gosh, you know what I didn't do? Under eye powder. I'm going to go in. This brush doesn't seem like the best for it, but I'm going to go in with this super fluffy brush. And this is the Maybelline Fit Me in 235. Get some of that on there. Hold your breath. I'm spraying. Anyway, mascara. This is the Essence mascara. This is like my 3rd tube. I really, really like it. That's like $4, I think. So that's pretty much the look. For now, we're just going to do this Milani Fruit Fetish lip oil. Yeah. And cute. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in to how I do my makeup every single day. In case you were, I know you were just dying to see the makeup that I do. So thank you so much for watching. And if you can relate to like dating sucks, I'm sorry. Like, they say that God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. Maybe we're the strong ones. You have to be to go through dating like this. So lucky he picked me and you. With that being said, that's it. That's the tweet. And with that, I will see you when I see you.